target. No typhon material detected.
Before we go to meet Alex, I think I'll make a few guns for up here.
Deploying.
Get this area locked down. Could also make some pistol bullets. Let me get some guns deployed first.
Deploying.
That might not be the best spot. Oops. This crap is in my way, that's the problem.
Ready to scan. Scanning target. No alien material detected.
By the way, that mod from the quest. This is the treasure hunt quest. Adventurer's Toolkit. We have to craft it. I forget if it goes to the suit or the scope. Let's see. Okay. Here's what it does. Increased recycle yield, increased branch critical hit chance, a more efficient flashlight, crawl through tight spaces more quickly. I'll equip it. Let me decide what I want to drop for it. I don't think I want to drop any of the stuff that we've got. Last chance is probably the best one. We'll drop last chance. Everything you need for a successful dungeon excursion. A full. Or fully. What's interesting is you can actually metagame her terminal. If you put the code in before you do the quest, you can get the recipe, but you'll get a fake version that actually has a bunch of penalties on it instead of the good one. So don't do that. If you try to pull a fast one on them by just putting in the code, then you get a junk version of it. We want the good one. It has a different name as well, but I don't remember what it's called.
Deploying. Scanning target. No typhon material detected.
Okay. Got some guns here. If I had more parts, I'd fortify all you guys as well, but I only have 5. At this point, it'd be better just to make new turrets as opposed to repairing, because repairing takes parts. If I make a new turret, it uses the metal and synthetic, which I have tons of. I may as well not repair them anymore. I can already climb up there and hack this, but I guess I'll put in the code.
Good evening, Talos. This is a reminder that the identity of guests visiting Talos is strictly confidential.
Morgan, I won't be joining you. Don't worry, there's no trick. Just a gift from your big brother. It's the truth, like I promised. Took me a while to dig it up. Someone wanted to hide it from you. My computer, another video. Give it a look and we'll talk. I'm sending you the password, assuming you haven't hacked your way in yet.
Neuromods. Those weren't there before, so they're new. And at this point I could hack it, but the previous time I came up here I didn't have hack 4. But at this point he just gives you the code. I'll take a look at his emails. Missing keycard. We've seen this. Rogue operator. We've seen this one. No subject. Emma Betty. We've seen these because they've been on other people's computers. And this one from Matthias Cole. I think he's the psychiatrist. Emma Betty works at the fitness center, so she was emailing him about that. Yeah, we've seen all of those. Fabrication plan for the neuromod in case you didn't have it. Utilities, it's got 2. Ah, here we go. I was previously looking for the bridge controls. I thought they were up top somewhere, but they're actually here on his computer. Here is where you can extend this. But it means little since it's easy to get up there anyway. But this extends the bridge. Looking glass controls. Let's watch it.
My name is Morgan Yu. Year is 2035. I'm aboard the Talos 1 research facility. What else?
Why are we making this video?
Right. Because my big brother is paranoid. Psychometric data is showing statistically significant variance in personality patterns between trial runs of the new neuromods. Whatever. I feel more like myself than ever. I mean, look at this. We did it, Alex. It's real.
Enjoy it while you can, because in a few minutes, it'll all be gone when we strip out the neuromods and reset.
I know, including my memory of it.
No way around it. Let's talk about the backup.
So, the Typhon organisms have been producing an elaborate structure. Material is unknown, purpose unknown. And my gut tells me it's a kind of neural framework, but externalized. Still waiting on analysis to confirm. In the meantime, I've given Alex the design for a device I think could shut it down if it ever broke containment. Alex just has to grow a pair and commit.
You don't have to take all the credit. What if it doesn't work?
It'll work. Trust me. What else are we gonna do? Blow everything up? That won't save us.
And if it does work, is it worth it?
The people that come after us will be smarter, stronger, immortal. They can judge us if they want. But they'll know they exist because of the things we did. I'm ready. Do it.
Well, there you have it. Everything I've done is what you've asked me to do. I didn't think you'd believe me unless you heard it from your own mouth. The tests, they changed you. Not a lot at first, but eventually, the constant stripping of your memory, I didn't know who you were anymore. All I want is to have my brother back so we can finish what we started. The device you mentioned, it's an advanced version of the null wave. It's the only way to stop the Typhon without destroying everything we've been working toward. We're just missing some scan data from the coral to complete the design. Help me finish this, Morgan. And then, you can have my arming key. I don't believe you want to use it anymore, but you can have it. I left a chip set for you on my desk. You'll need to upgrade your psychoscope to scan the coral. I'll send you the scan locations.
Okay, before I give you the key. This just appears, coral detector. And we need to equip it. Modifies the psychoscope to be able to scan coral. I think we'll drop mimic detector because I don't want to drop anything else. I could drop speed scan because we're pretty much done scanning everything anyway. Once we've scanned all the Typhons and unlocked all the abilities, we don't really need this. So we'll drop speed scan. Oh, look at this. Regenerate psi on contact with coral. So we could just mooch the coral to get free mana. We don't need it. I got enough mana with my regeneration and discount anyway. And I get it from the water fountains. So Alex is now giving us a quest. Hello, Weaver. Okay, we have 2 quests. I left myself instructions to destroy Talos 1 if the Typhon broke out. The process requires 2 army keys, mine and my brother's. Oh, I still have to fabricate my key. Okay. Before I give you the key, Alex said he would give me his army key when I go to his office. He didn't show up, but left me a looking glass video where I outlined a plan for neutralizing the Typhon without destroying Talos 1. Alex says he'll give me his army key if I help him with the first step in this new, old plan. From there, it's up to me. The first step is scanning the coral network in a few locations and uploading the data in his office. Scan the coral in the exterior, Talos 1. So we kind of have to start this because we need that key, even if we want to blow up the station. But you can see we're going to have 2 options here. Either deploy a null wave emitter, or blow the station up. You must have gotten knocked over. Come back over here and deploy. You're a fortified one.
Ready to scan.
Morgan, that video was... I'm still checking it against my directives. But if scanning the coral will grant you access to Alex's arming key, then perhaps it's the best course. Perhaps knowing the coral's purpose will reinforce your decision to destroy Talos 1. Just be careful. We're running out of time.
No surprise, January still wants to blow up the station. He's not programmed with any other option in mind. He just wants to blow up the station, period. Okay, so here's the arming key. Let's get it made. That's going to hog a inventory slot. We need to go back outside.
Operator approach.
The Arboretum has an airlock. It's right over here.
Microgravity detected.
I've been thinking about the video Alex showed you. Your brother believes that version of you is the true Morgan. But why? Just because it came first. If someone had made you, then I suppose your truest self would be the one that fulfills whatever purpose your maker intended. I know who made me, and why. Did someone make you, Morgan? Were you made for something? If not, you'll have to invent your own purpose, or have none at all. Strangely, of all the things I know about you, I don't know what you believe. You have to decide, Morgan. Who are you?
So because of the memory wiping, we have a bunch of different versions of Morgan. Okay, there's 2 curl nodes we need to scan out here. So the Arboretum's at the top of the station. You can see gold dust up there.
I don't want to alarm you, but there's been a launch from the Argus platform. Board of Directors has caught wind of the situation here. I suppose it was inevitable despite my efforts. That's why it's important we act quickly, decisively. They'll try to take this out of our hands, Morgan.
Where are you? There's a shuttle coming to Talos. This is a good thing, because it'll give the people here a way off of the station. We can't fit everyone into the one working pod, and I don't know if there's a way to get all the other ones back online. I guess not, because it's never an option that comes up. So we have 2 ways off the station, but everyone else only has 1. They've got to get on that shuttle, which is coming to Talos now. However, we only need to get off the station if we're going to blow it up. If we deploy the null wave, like Alex wants to do, then the station doesn't blow up, and you don't need to concern yourself with getting off of it. I'm going to choose the more exciting route that involves more work and gets more dialogue. That is going to be to blow up the station. Okay, so the thing we want to scan is right here.
Scan complete. More specimens required.
Fascinating. It's holding the psyche of all their victims. Your hunch was on the right track. It's a kind of neural structure. Synaptic-like activity up and down the length of it, like it's communicating. Just one more to go. Knew you could handle this. Our father warned me not to stake so much of the company's future on your ideas. I was right to ignore him. We're a good team, Morgan.
They're afraid.
No. Nothing that interferes with memory formation.
Search complete.
Excellent work. All that's left is integrating the data after you upload it. Hard to tell from just a scan summary, but... Wait. What is... There's some kind of neural tripwire built into the coral. Christ. Morgan, get back to my office. We have to get your data uploaded now. Hurry.
Alright, back up we go. But deploying the null wave is kind of the easier option, because then you don't have to worry about getting yourself or anyone else off the station to save them. Which only really matters if you want to save them. If you're leaving them to die or shooting them yourself, then it doesn't. But we want to blow up the station and save them. So there's the whole breach for the crew quarters, by the way. But I've already been in there. We're going with the most exciting option. And it will get us more dialogue from the people we're saving as well. So I don't think that we need this mod anymore. This scan mod we put on, we can promptly take it back off. The question is, what am I going to put on now? I guess I'll go with the wrench critical. I don't need the speed scan anymore, so we'll go with wrench critical. We got pistol, shotgun, wrench. Our 2 energy mods. Psycho shock shielding, fear resistance, mimic detection. One downside of not having the Typhon Neuro mods is that some of them look pretty good. Like, there's electrostatic resistance and absorption, so you take less damage from electric, and the second rank will absorb some of that as energy. So Typhon's going to turn you into a spellcaster, but it also has some talents to absorb mana, so you get mana. And then here's thermal resistance, take reduced damage from fire. And the next one, absorb fire as mana, so you turn that into mana. The morph has regeneration, it causes you to get healed after taking damage. So when you get hit, you take you just regenerate some of it back. 10 points and 25 points, so that looks pretty good. Then here's ether resistance. You take less damage from ether attacks. And the second one absorbs that. Ether damage as mana. Here's fear resistance. But we can mod that one. So there's a fear resistant chip that I have on. Mind Jack can free humans from mind control. Remote manipulation. You can use distant objects. You can ding a button without having to. This would negate the need for the crossbow, basically. But yeah, we're not using any of the Typhon stuff. I have 5 neuromods. There's scientist done. So I got 2 of these maxed out. The only one left is leverage 3 on engineer. 6 neuromods, and I have all human stuff maxed. I think I'll make those by the end, just so that we'll have all 3 of them done. But I'm not using any Typhon spells. I've already got the achievement for beating the game without using any Typhon, but I'm doing it again.
Use my terminal to upload the data. I'll get it integrated into the fabrication plan for the new null wave device as fast as possible. And be careful. The Typhon will begin to sense our intent to harm the coral. They're gonna come after you. I left something for you on my desk that should help.
What's it going to be, a neuromod? Oh, a Typhon lure, okay. Oh, and 3 neuromods. Anti-red. Okay, curl data management. Let's get it uploaded.
Morgan, transfers hold it. Something. Or someone. Shit.
This is Commander Walter Dahl. The TranStar Board of Directors has authorized me to take full command of Talos 1. Effective immediately. All employees must now report to the shuttle bay for evacuation. Those of you unable to comply, transmit an SOS and my team of rescue operators will locate you. One last thing. Alex and Morgan Yu have been relieved of their positions. Do not consent to their requests or assist them in any way. Dahl out.
Warning, suit integrity damaged.
That statue was worth a lot of money, Morgan. I'm gonna be charitable and assume you scuffled with a Typhon and didn't just break it out of spite.
It was actually military operators trying to kill me. But I think he's triggered to say that at any point if you break his statue, which is kind of funny. So the shuttle has arrived. It's got a man on it named Dahl, and he brought with him robots. He's the only actual human that came with that shuttle. And he's trying to kill us. Kaspar is the name of his robot assistant.
We're locked out. It's Dahl. He already has his hooks into every major system aboard Talos 1. I have to admit, I'm disappointed with our parents. I knew that they had a contingency in place, but a small foolish part of me believed they wouldn't use him against their own flesh and blood. Regardless, we're not getting this coral data through until we do something about it. I don't like it, but you're gonna have to get into his command shuttle. See if you can locate his access point and cut him off.
Three neurobots. Okay. Sending us to the shuttle bay. So we have to do something about him. These bots will be annoying. He's going to have hostile robots all over Talos now. You can see the walkways extended. This is how you would normally get up here. We could at any point just use the key, get in that pod, and abandon ship. But that doesn't solve anything. We need to deal with the Typhon. We also want to save everyone else. I'm not concerned with simply getting off the ship. That would basically give you the worst ending. Oh, I can scan these. These guys are new. Come on.
Research complete.
Weakness, electric, EMP, explosive, melee. Immunities, null wave, and psychic, but it's a machine.
Requesting new operator. N-CN.
Inspecting. Your suit's leaking. I'll patch that for you. Job done.
Clear of aperture.
Coming through.
Thought you were gonna fix my suit.
Inspecting. Your suit's leaking. I'll patch that for you. Job done.
These things like to use a laser. So that laser-resistant chip is going to be helpful. You can see he's got all these hacked. They are hacked by Kaspar.
New operator.
He's cranking out another one right now.
N-CN9 black box operator ready to deploy. Please stand clear of altitude.
You know, if these things had the ability to crank out military operators, why didn't we just do that already and use them against the Typhon? Might have been helpful. Here's all my turrets broke. We get spare parts off of them though, and Q-beam sails because they're using a laser. We need to get to the command shuttle.
Morgan, I heard the announcement. No, no. I will not give you up. You are there for me. I am here for you. If you'd indulge me, I have a proposal that could get us off Talos 1 without any more bloodshed. Just don't harm Dahl until we've had a chance to speak in person.
Okay, got a quest for incapacitate Dahl. Meet Igwe at our office. So having saved Igwe, we get this quest. Now we can go kill Dahl. The issue is he's the only one who can use that shuttle that came in on. And if we want to blow the station up and get everyone off of it, that means they need that shuttle, which means we need Dahl.
This is Alex Yu, speaking to any surviving crew of Talos 1. I know many of you are frightened, angry. Perhaps you blame me for what's happened, but I never intended to harm any of you. Believe me, quite the opposite. Commander Dahl, on the other hand, has no intention of rescuing anything except the secrets aboard this station. You're all liabilities to the company now. Dahl, I'm sure you can hear me. I don't know what the board told you, but you're out of your depth on this one. Call off your operators, or at least help us hold back the Typhon. We're on the verge of...
Your brother, he likes a microphone. A spotlight. You can't resist. Even though he's hiding. And you are running around like a nervous rat. I hear you. Chewing the wires and shitting in the walls. Are you trying to fix the mess you've made? Or just get away? I pride myself in being prepared for the worst. But this is truly a masterpiece. You should be proud.
I could have abandoned ship long ago. I've stuck around to try and clean up this mess. And Dahl will not be doing anything to help. He's only going to get in our way. Although he does bring the shuttle, and we can make him pilot it. There is that. He helps against his will.
Scanning target, no alien material detected.
So we won't run into Mini Typhon anymore, because the military operators are somewhat clearing them out. But they're trying to kill us, so we just traded one enemy for another.
Hi, Morgan.
Dr. Yu? Morgan? Oh, man. Thank God. I've just been going down the contact list hoping somebody would answer. I'm in trauma center. I came up here to look for supplies. I think I broke my arm when that blackout happened. Now I'm trapped. Aliens outside the door. I could really use some help, man.
Be right there.
Morgan, I was worried Dahl or his rescue team had intercepted you.
They are NCN-9 black box operators, not a rescue team. Rescue is not among their list of commands.
January, not now.
Yes, of course. But Dahl, his arrival may help us, as long as you have not killed him. You see, Dahl, he's a recipient of several neuromods, a standard array of combat, tactics, interrogation mods. As I'm sure you know, your father, the board, is very thorough.
Dr. Igwe, please present your conclusion to Morgan.
Igwe, if there is a point.
Well, yes. You see, Dahl's mods are early C-series betas and vulnerable. As such, he has old-school thinking on some matters. If we remove them, he may forget his mission here. Yet we would still have access to the shuttle and a way home, provided his piloting knowledge remains intact. It's a risk, but worth taking, I think. He'll have to be subdued, of course. I'm afraid that task falls to you.
There is no one else alive on the station who can pilot the shuttle.
It's worth a try. And there's been enough killing.
Alright, so this only matters if we're going to blow up the station. Because if we use the null wave and do not blow up the station, then you won't need the shuttle, so you just go shoot Dahl if you want. But it's more interesting to blow up the station and save everyone, and get them on the shuttle off the station, so that's what we're going to do.
Morgan.
Aggravator's been jammed. But in order to do this, you need Igwe alive. He gives you the quest. And he's the one that's going to perform the operation on Dahl to wipe Dahl's memory so that he can be fooled into piloting the shuttle for everyone.
In some ways, I wonder if Dahl is worse than the Typhon.
Currently, yes.
Wait, you said Morgan had gotten medical supplies for you. Were you injured?
Nerves. A lot of them shutting off. Could barely see. Was seeing spots. Must have been something down in the power plant.
Spots in your vision? Sounds like white noise. You know, there was a time when we invested research into the white noise phenomenon to see if perhaps it might be tied to psionic ability.
Paraplexis. It is a medical condition. A physical condition. I've heard the speculations you and others like you have made and the claims of the enhanced perceptions. I assure you, there are none, and you have no idea what it is to feel it.
Miss Illusion, my apologies. You are correct, and that was not my intention, but paraplexis. That means no neuromods. Her body would reject them. Why would TranStar have allowed you on this station?
They did not know at the time.
But everyone is screened. How? That is a lot of potential litigation to take on, and the penalties.
Morgan found out. But let me stay.
Well, I'm certainly glad we never scanned you for aptitude data. The complications.
I would not have let you anywhere near me.
Morgan.
Morgan.
Alright.
I don't understand.
Let's go save Luther. Trying to decide what gun I want to blow these enemies away with. I don't know the stack limit on the energy weapons because I only ever have one, so maybe it just goes up to quad 9. Whereas these others... Pistol's 90, shotgun is 48.
Hello, are you here for an appointment?
More?
These are robots.
Warning, suit integrity damaged.
I think I missed one. I was expecting Typhon.
I'll need repairs soon.
Requesting new operator. N-C. Warning, suit integrity damaged. Please stand clear of aperture.
Maybe there was Typhon originally. The robots could have come along and run them off.
Requesting new operator.
Luther's dead. Trying to read this quest. The kingdom. Oh, it's going to be buried in here. There it goes. Dahl's operators tricked me by impersonating a crew member and luring me to the trauma center. Okay, so Luther was already dead. They just pulled a fast one on me to bring me in here with all the robots.
N-CN9 black box operator ready to deploy. Please stand clear of aperture.
Now it makes sense. Damn machines. But if you think these things are annoying, it is so much worse if you did not turn off your bracelet. I turned off my tracking bracelet. Let me get out of here before that one shows up. If you did not turn off your tracking bracelet, then Dahl always knows where you are. So you'll constantly be attacked by robots. Could have just talked to you. You will get a quest at that point. After he shows up, you'll get a quest that says, why don't you turn off your bracelet? But it will require you to go back down into deep storage while you're being hassled the whole time. I just went ahead and done it.
Scanning target, no Typhon material detected.
Because you can already shut it off before he even shows up. And since I did that, Dahl doesn't know where I am. Here's a shuttle.
Typhon contaminant found.
It's got some robots over there.
Requesting new operator.
Coming through. Operator approach.
He deployed some sentry turrets here, but they won't shoot at us because we have no Typhon abilities. Turrets only shoot at Typhon.
Your suit suffered some wear and tear. I'll fix that.
If you slot Typhon powers, then the turrets will start shooting at you.
N-CN9 black box operator ready to deploy. Please stand clear of aperture. N9 black box operator ready to deploy.
Morgan, I've been thinking about what you've done, what you're doing. We all must act according to our nature, no matter what the psychologists and priests say, and your nature. I think I was right before. You are like a rat, resourceful, sly, burdened with a kind of pestilence of the mind. This station was your laboratory, and the experiment was a failure. And, of course, sadly, you know what happens to the rats when they are no longer needed.
There's a nightmare stomping around down there. Here's his shuttle. Dow's cargo hold. Can't get back there. I don't know if the nightmare saw me. Yeah, we don't have it. So the quest and timer for the nightmare doesn't show up until it actually sees you. It's stomping around down below. It hasn't saw me. But if you come near the shuttle while your tracking bracelet is on, Dahl will see you coming. And I think he tries to lock it. You have to hack your way into it. Or something like that. Narrow mod. With the bracelet on, Dahl always knows where you are. So there's some area where you'll get dialogue. What is going on down there? I think the operators are trying to duke it out with the damn nightmare. But since I already disabled my bracelet, we won't get those lines of dialogue. And I also don't get hassled by the robots as much, because with your bracelet on, you constantly have robots coming to get you wherever you are, because he knows where you are, so he just keeps sending them. They're constantly attacking you. But he doesn't know where I am because I shut it off. So that means I have to run into the robots. Kamazats, from unknown to Walter. Okay. Mission parameters for immediate dispatch.
Commander Dahl, this is William Yu, acting chairman of the TranStar Board of Directors.
I will need your credentials to authorize this mission.
Of course. My authentication sign is Zeta Invictus Emperor Tangerine.
Sign checks out. Good morning, Director Yu. Shuttle is hot and holding orbit. Awaiting mission parameters.
You must secure every piece of Cobalt clearance level technology and research aboard Talos 1. Then eliminate all TranStar personnel.
All personnel.
No survivors.
It's your show. And their funeral.
Payment will be deposited into 6 separate Benelux accounts. After you transmit evidence of success.
I leave my operator feeds on. Just keep watching.
We strongly advise deploying your technical officer to a station router inside the firewalls first. Ideal site would be Psychotronics.
Yes, I've seen the schematics, Mr. Yu. Goodbye.
You will destroy this transmission network.
Okay. So Dahl has an assistant. Dahl's tech officer. Yeah, it's a machine called Kaspar. But I don't think at this point you realize that. We need to get rid of Dahl's tech officer, Kaspar, and Psychotronics. And that nightmare's still alive. Oh, come on.
Scan complete.
I have everything unlocked, but I guess you don't need the nightmare for it, because I haven't scanned all the nightmares.
New psionic aptitude available.
Alright, I'm not going to worry about killing that one. Let's just get out of here. they can entertain each other. And that nightmare is stomping around his shuttle too, so he's probably not going to ignore it.
I'm told my ops are hidden as an HR expense in the TranStar books. It's true. I do solve people problems. Your workmates hiding in the cargo bay are going to suffocate in a few minutes. Maybe you can save them, but you'll have to come out of the walls, Rat. Life support. The clock is ticking.
Morgan, Dahl's cut off oxygen to the cargo bay. There's nothing I can do from here, and none of the doors are responding. Atmosphere controls are in life support. If you can help, do it quick, or this is the last time we'll be talking.
Okay.
Miss Elazar is right to be alarmed, though her assessment is mistaken. Dahl is manipulating the oxygen and nitrogen mixture. With nitrogen flooding into the atmosphere, anyone in the cargo bay will asphyxiate far more quickly than had he simply cut the oxygen. I suspect they'd already be dead if Dahl weren't trying to use them to manipulate you.
Dahl's about to suffocate everyone in the cargo bay. That's not good. Now, there's a few different ways this can play out. If we go to Psychotronics first and get rid of his tech officer, that will allow Alex to take back over the station, and he will restore the oxygen and save those folks. However, Dahl will still be at large, and Dahl will move to the Arboretum to go after Alex. And that route is a bit more difficult than what we're going to do. If we go for Dahl first and deal with him now, it'll be easier, and then we can simply go for the tech officer afterwards. But either of them will get you a solution that will save everyone. But you have to get the tech officer, it's main quest. Dahl is on the secondary, and we need to incapacitate him without killing him. This means go to life support. There are two ways we can do this. I can either go zap him with the stun gun, or I can suck the oxygen out of his room enough to render him unconscious. But we want to get him before we go after his robot, because that's easier. We're only getting 15 minutes. Telepath. It was already injured. I think it got into a fight with turrets or robots. Speaking of which, come on, open the door. Oh, it's not gonna open. Unpowered. I don't remember him cutting that off. Is that the right way? Yeah, it is the right way. Unpowered. I don't remember how to get the power back on for that. I might have to go get leverage 3 so I can break that crap open. That's why they're not coming out here. Okay, is there a fabricator nearby? Where's the fabricator? Medical. We need to take the lift down. I need leverage 3. Go on, open the door for me. Alright, fine. Yeah, the one talent that I didn't get. Whoops. I don't remember that door being off. Oops. There. Now we have all the human perks maxed. I'm just gonna brute force the door open.
Warning, suit integrity damaged.
We got plenty of time.
Life support air quality ratio below standard operating levels. Atmospheric containment flush recommended.
Alright, Dal's in one of these rooms.
Ratio below standard operating levels. Atmospheric containment flush recommended.
So he's in there.
Morgan, air's almost gone. Please, kill that sociopathic wirehead.
Standard operating level.
He's not sociopathic, he's psychopathic. There's a difference. I'm sociopathic.
Ceiling control room. Atmospheric decontamination procedure initiated. Oxygen flush commencing in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hazardous atmosphere conditions.
Morgan, you did it. I'll arrange transport with the medical operator. Then we can see about removing his neuromod. And hopefully, gaining his shuttle in the process.
Okay, I sucked the oxygen out of here, so it would incapacitate Dahl. He's still alive, and we need him alive.
Decontamination completed successfully. Stand by for
Now we need to fix the oxygen. Cargo bay. He took the air mixture regulator out, he broke it. We could fix it, or we could just yank out one of the others. So we can trade power plant or psychotronics. I'll just fix it. Well, he's a scumbag, but you need him alive. He is, however, just a mercenary. He was hired to do this task. And he was hired by our dear father. Now, we got rid of Dahl, but his robot is still doing what it was programmed to do. It's got Alex locked out of the system, and it's using all of the dispensers on the station to crank out military operators that are programmed to basically kill everything and everyone. That thing is in psychotronics. Fix you guys. I got parts. You might be tempted to use the laser because that's what they're using.
Dr. Yu, Dr. Igwe, we have the subject, Dahl, and his life signs are stable. Thank you. We are prepping him in the neuromod division now. Come as soon as you can.
I'm going to take care of the robot first.
Good evening, Talos. We'd like to remind
The
you
machines
that
are
company
dropping
policy
batteries
requires you to log
for
any
the
voluntary
Q-beam, so you
extension of
might be
work
tempted to
hours
use
with the
it.
station council.
However, it is not
We know
effective
the
against
projects
them.
aboard Talos 1 are exciting, but even the brightest minds need
They're
adequate
resistant to the
rest.
laser, and it doesn't stagger them. So while you're lasering them, they're lasering you, and you're just trading damage. It would be better to use other weapons because it will interrupt them. But the best thing is this, the stun gun, if you got it upgraded anyway. Upgraded stun gun puts them down to weak. They are weak to electric. I bet the EMP grenade works as well. The EMP is for machines. The null wave is for the Typhon. Level 1. Okay, I don't remember exactly where Kaspar is, so I have to run around looking for it. Hiding somewhere in psychotronics. Let me look on the map and see if I can remember. No, I'm drawing a blank. Yeah, I don't remember where Kaspar is. Maybe it's in one of the labs. I'm going to have to run around this place till I can find his robot. So right now, I'm in this area. Poltergeist. Not now, Poltergeist. Go play with the military operators. Okay, to hell with that. Got a poltergeist on one side and robots on the other. Why don't we just let them fight? Okay, so that goes to the guts. I don't think it's going to be on this floor. Okay, I don't remember it being in the morgue. So it's probably not that way. Let's go up the stairs. Damn, go dust.
Scanning target, no alien material.
That's an airlock. I got a marker, but it's not showing on the map. According to that, it's beneath us. That will put it in the director's office. Okay, let me jump back down.
Status report. All major
Here it is.
terminals are locked down. Rip and intercept protocols are in operation. Searching access patterns within the last 3 hours. Progress estimate, 63%. Affirmative. Resuming.
Scanning target, no alien material detected.
Doors are working again, Morgan. Nice work. I'm taking what's left of my crew to the atmosphere controls in life support. We're going to clear out Dahl's shitcan operators and make sure there are no more mishaps with the air on this station.
Dahl populated his entire crew with customized operators. He made the mistake of hanging his hopes on a machine. Flesh and blood is messy, Morgan, but it's the only thing that matters in the end. Well done. The upload just kicked in. Meet me in the operator. We have important work to do.
Okay. Dahl and his pet machine are done. At first, you don't realize his tech operator is a machine until you go after it.
Hello, are you here for an appointment?
But its name is actually Kaspar.
Dr. Here.
Get out of my way. I will zap you. Well, it doesn't seem to be doing much to you.
Warning, suit integrity damaged.
How about that? I zapped the poltergeist, so it just stood there stunned. But as for damage, that didn't seem to phase it. Okay, our next stop will be Neuromod Division. We need to memory wipe Dahl. We need him to pilot his shuttle to get everyone off. Right now, he won't be compelled to do that, but with his memory wiped, he may.
Scanning target. Red type and material. Alien threat detected.
That thing was holding 3 turrets. Are those all the ones I deployed? They're all broken now. Okay, we need to go up there.
Scanning target. No alien material detected.
So if I go blow up the station without getting Dahl captured and memory wiped, then everyone else is going to blow up with the station. That would include me unless I use Alex's escape pod to get off the station. We can use the pod or the shuttle, but everyone else can only use the shuttle.
Dr. Yu, Morgan, I was afraid you wouldn't make it. The subject, Dahl, has been secured. I believe I've isolated the correct neuromod. It is essential we say as little as possible of what has happened on the station and focus on the situation. Dahl, if memory serves, should resort to field training and react accordingly. He was never one to question orders. Ready when you are, Morgan. Remember, if this works, say nothing.
Okay, we yank out his neuromods.
When extracted, Dahl's memory should revert back to the inception date, and he should forget his assignment here.
Let's perform a neural scan.
Dr. Yu, ready when you are.
Gotta engage the harness first. Okay, engage harness. Now neuroscan.
If you're having second thoughts, performing the extraction can't set us back any more than we already are. Except for time.
Alright, neuro to me.
What? Who are you? Morgan? Your father's been asking about you. And Alex. I was supposed to report to him about her retrieval after modding up. Where am I? Why am I restrained?
Commander, Dahl, I am Dr. Igwe, Chief Physician here.
I've seen your face in the company directory. Alex's pet. The discredited parapsychologist.
Ah. Commander Dahl, you've suffered a severe head injury as a result of a crisis here on the station. We need to evacuate at once, but we couldn't leave without you. Are you able to pilot a shuttle?
What? Yes, of course I can pilot. Wait, what emergency? Is this Argus installation? Where's Kaspar?
I'm afraid there's no time to explain. We need to get to the shuttle bay and prepare for departure. Transtar mandate. Doctor, you can confirm.
Of course. Morgan, you look like shit. All right, let's get Daddy's precious child off the station. Or Transtar will blackbox me.
Just need to check your vitals. Wouldn't want our pilot to faint.
There's nothing wrong with me.
Morgan, we're in life support
We'll meet you
now.
there, Morgan.
It's all clear. Air's normal across the board. I lost some good people fighting the black boxes. And Dahl wasn't here. If you see him before I do, make him pay. Elazar out.
It's by design that I can predict what you're going to do fairly often. And yet, this turn of events with Dahl, I'm impressed and
Lead the way,
surprised you've managed to find
We'll
a
catch
way
up.
to get remaining crew off the station.
All right. Dahl is much more cooperative now. Need some health. Go ahead and chomp on a kit. The weapon upgrade kits and neuromods I literally have no further use for. Well, unless I want Typhon powers, but I'm not getting any. Wait for Dahl to contact you from the shuttle, so that's going to wait till the end. My next stop will be the shuttle bay. I want to see what's in his cargo hold, because we got the key to the cargo hold on his shuttle. I don't know if anything of value is going to be back there, but it won't take that long to get to. Pretty much the only thing left for us to do is either the no wave or to blow up the station.
Operator deployment resuming.
Typhon contaminant found.
So with Kaspar online, the flood of military operators trying to beam us will stop, and the dispensers will return to normal. Come on over here if you want.
Eradicated auto target of Typhon 7.6. Online. Deploying. Target lost.
Is that nightmare still stomping around down there?
Aperture cleared. Operator deployment resuming.
Checking for updates. Servers offline.
It is down there. Can I scan it again? The operators. The nightmare's still stomping around down in the bottom of the shuttle bay.
Coming through.
I'm tempted to just leave it down there. 2 neuromods. I guess that's it. I could destroy it. I'm not sure if it'd even be able to get up here. Want to jump down there and get rid of it? Use the fabricator to make some turrets and bring them up here.
Scanning target. No typhon material detected.
Looks like it's on this floor here. I think I would have killed it faster with the damn shotgun. Where's the fabricator? I thought there was a fabricator down here. Oh, it's over there. I am literally going to recycle neuromods. Where was it? This isn't the broke one, is it? Okay, it works. Where's the turret? Carry one of these up there with me. I'm not going to run back and forth, but I figure I'll carry one of them with me. And preferably not through the fire. I was getting the turret nice and toasty. Why is there 2 here? Okay.
Checking for updates. Servers offline. Deploying. Structural upgrades detected. Thank you. Structural upgrades detected. Thank you. Scanning target.
Getting this place locked down.
Ready to scan.
At the tail end of the game, the last thing we'll be doing is running the shuttle, so putting turrets here is not a bad idea. You know some monsters are going to show up to try and stop us. But with combat focus, it's very easy to just slow down time and run right around them. I have more guns over here. So if you got the robot first before dealing with Dahl, that does allow Alex to take back over the station, and it will fix the oxygen problem. But with Dahl still alive, he will then go for Alex. So instead of being in the oxygen room and life support, he will move up to the Arboretum, and he will start hacking Alex's bunker door. So you get a time limit for that. If you don't care about Alex, you could just let him get killed, but you still need the key from Alex's body. If you want to save Alex, you would then need to get there before Dahl hacks open that bunker and kills him.
Scanning target. No typhon material
I don't recommend that option though, because Dahl will be surrounded by combat robots. It's much easier to deal with him down in life support. So at this point, we just need Alex's arming key, and then we can decide whether to do null wave to save the station or blow it up. You can work both quests and then decide which one you actually want to complete. So it'll really come down to which terminal you hit. You're not committed to either of them until the very end. I'm going to work both quests until the end, which you have to start both. If you have any side quests, bodies you want to find, or areas you want to explore, now would be the time to go do that stuff. Because once you meet Alex here, you will no longer have free reign of the whole station like you currently do.
Registration for the Talos
Some areas will be blocked
talent
off.
show is now open.
That includes the entire exterior of the station. You'll no longer be able to go outside. I've got everything else done. So for me, it's time to go to the end game.
I promised you my arming cape. All I ask is you hear me out first. And you can blow Talos 1 to pieces if that's what you think is best. I don't think you'll do it. I know. Because I used to think we couldn't be trusted to play with fire without burning the house down. But you convinced me. You showed me anything was possible, even if the price was steep. That part of you is still in there. We can make history, Morgan. Not those leeches on the TranStar board of directors, not Mom and Dad. You and I. Just like we planned. We've got the data to confirm what you suspected. And Carl is broadcasting a neural signal. A secret message reaching to the stars. What I want to know is what is the message? And who is listening to it? I think you know. Ever since we first tested the Typhon neuromods, you've known. This fabrication plan is for the null-wave device prototype you conceived. It will hijack the coral signal and use it to deliver a massive shock to every Typhon organism at once. Take it. And the army key, like I What? Morgan!
Looking at our quest, we now have a mind without limits. Alex gave me the plans for a prototype no-wave device that's powerful enough to disrupt all the Typhon aboard the station, including the Apex Typhon outside the station. It has to be placed at the heart of the coral and psychotronics, then activated from a terminal on the bridge. We also have Partition. I left myself instructions to destroy the Talos 1 space station if the Typhon broke out. That's the current situation I find myself in, and I've already secured the arming keys. Now all I have to do is use both keys to prime the reactor for self-destruct in the power plant, and then activate from the bridge. Save Alex. Alex lost consciousness after the Apex Typhon assaulted the station and cracked the Arboretum dome. If I want him to live, I need to get him to the safety of his bunker before he runs out of air. So if we just leave Alex to float out there, he'll die. If we want to save him, we need to pull him into the bunker and then close the door on the way out so he doesn't end up suffocating. You also had the option of blasting Alex in the face as soon as he walked outside the door, or if you cause Captain Dahl to go after Alex, Dahl will kill Alex if you don't stop him. But we are saving everyone, so that includes Alex. Alex has a transcribe on him.
Well, here we are. Hopefully you'll never have to listen to this recording, but if you do, then something unfortunate's happened to me. I suspect you've seen enough by now to abandon the notion of destroying Talos 1. I've always been the one who thought we couldn't be trusted to play with fire without burning the house down. But you convinced me that we could do anything we imagined. No matter how ridiculous. I hope you still believe that. If not, then I'm glad I died before seeing my brother succumb to pessimism. We have the data to confirm what you suspected. The coral is broadcasting a neural signal. A secret message reaching out to the stars. What I want to know is what is the message? And who is listening to it? I have a feeling you already know. I'm carrying a fabrication plan for the prototype null-wave device you can see. Make one, then place it at the heart of the coral. We'll hijack the coral's signal and use it to deliver a massive shock to every Typhon organism at once. Good luck, Morgan. I just regret I won't be at your side to see it happen.
He had that recorded in case he didn't get an opportunity to talk to us. He also has cherished family photo, Neuromods, Petri dish sample, an account of Fermi's question. There's another transcribe in here. This one is from Morgan Yu.
Okay, so my voice is obviously familiar. Probably sound more tired than usual. It's been never-ending, setting up the rooms and protocols to test the new mods. The risk is substantial, but if we succeed, copying neural networks from the Typhon onto human minds is going to change everything, so I'm putting myself in the sim. I've done everything I can to make sure I don't wind up lobotomized. One last safety measure. Let me introduce October. Say hello. Hello, Dr. Yu. October will help you remember what you're supposed to do if things go sideways. Once testing starts, there's no going back. When they uninstall the mods and reset the test, it'll rewind me. I'll forget everything. Theoretically, they could keep me reliving the same day over and over, and I'd never know. If you're listening to this, that's probably what happened. It also means I don't know if I can trust my own brother. Alex won't like what I have to say next. I've started plans for a prototype null wave strong enough to kill every Typhon on Talos 1. I hid a copy of the plan on top of the data tower by the scary chair. You know the one I'm talking about. Alex agreed to explore the idea, but I know my brother. First sign of trouble, he'd rather blow it all up and blame someone else. So you're probably on your own. There's a lot at stake here. Too late to stick our heads in the sand. You know what to do.
So this is getting confusing. That sounded like the original Morgan before Mind Wipes. And he wanted to use the null wave if things got out of hand. he hid the blueprint for the null wave on the data tower in Psychotronics, but apparently Alex must have found it because Alex had the blueprint. He made an AI named October. I don't know if October ever had a physical body like the others. It may have just been digital. After getting mind wiped, however, Morgan changed and just wanted to get off the station, so he created December for that purpose. I think he was then mind wiped again, but he got the key to Alex's escape pod and ended up hiding that in the same spot on the data tower in Psychotronics, so Alex found that as well. We had to get it from Alex's safe. He later changed his mind and wanted to blow up the station and made another robot, January. So which version of Morgan, do you agree with? I'll be blowing up the station. Now, the apex will have tendrils floating around. You can scan those things, but there's no real need or benefit to because we already have all the Typhon powers unlocked. You don't really get anything for scanning the apex tendrils, so I'm not going to bother. Let's just get out of here.
Left me to die. It's more important than ever now that we finish this the right way. Take care of the null wave device. I'll head for the bridge as soon as I catch my breath.
You anticipated the kind of appeal Alex would make. Sibling bonds. History. You programmed me to refute him point by point. However, we can skip that. A Typhon the size of a skyscraper is currently eating Talos 1 for lunch. Ergo, Alex is wrong. Destroy the station. Just as you planned. The blast will take the monster down with it.
Destroy the station? But didn't you hear him? The null wave. Alex is correct. It could work and preserve what we have learned here. We have to try.
Igwe, look at the alien outside the station.
Of course it's a risk, but we've seen the generator work. To destroy all this, to murder a species, and the research lost. It's...
Where is right, Morgan?
This is a
We
reminder
can't let
that the
these things
identity
get
of
back to
guests
Earth,
visiting
even if
Talos
one
is
of them hit
strictly
Earthside.
confidential.
Morgan, please. Destroying the station should be the last option, not the first.
Well, I don't know how you can be sure that the null wave is going to work against that thing. It might kill all the little Typhon, but the giant apex survive. The same is also true for blowing up the station. The reality, though, is that both options will work.
Hi, Morgan. How can something like that exist? Morgan.
We don't have much time, Morgan. I disagree strongly with people who advocate for the removal of instructive consequences because they want to live in a world where no personal pleasure is ever denied. This is it. Either you destroy Talos 1, or that creature destroys us. Morgan?
Seeing if they have any new dialogue. And Igwe is not here. He must be tending to the shuttle pilot. For some reason, my fabricator doesn't work. I guess I'll use the one in psychotronics. You can work both quests. It's just going to come down to which terminal you want to use to finish. Because whichever one you complete at the end will complete the game. So we'll do the null wave first. That means we are heading to psychotronics.
Hasn't occurred to you, I'm sure it will eventually. Don't do it. I can't predict what would happen if you scan the Apex, but all my models point to suffering.
Actually, not much will happen. You can scan the tendrils. There's 3 blocks. But since you already have all the Typhon stuff unlocked, presumably, it's not really going to matter.
Hello. Good to see you again, Dr. Yu.
Prototype no wave transmitter.
The heart of the coral is in psychotronics, in the original containment cylinder. Placing the null wave device there will override the entire coral network with our own signal. Use your psychoscope to locate the exact spot.
We have to put the null wave in there. We couldn't get into that room before, but now we can.
Listen, you run into any other fellas wearing a green jumpsuit? Watch your ass. Well, they ain't all decent human beings like me.
Are you talking about a big fat fellow who pretends to be a chef by any chance?
I seen one of the other volunteers come through here. A big guy. Bastard wouldn't let me out. Now I'm glad he didn't. Watched him bash some poor sucker's head in with a wrench. Kept going on and on about black eggs and whatnot. Real disturbed. I'll just lay low for a bit. Plan a ride out of here.
That dialogue probably would have been more meaningful if I got it before going to the crew quarters.
Microgravity detected.
Heart of the coral Deploy null wave transmitter.
You better do something. The reconstruction is destabilizing.
They're lying to you.
Hurry.
That should do it. Come to the bridge. We can finish this thing once and for all.
Assume Alex's plan succeeds. Then what? You're taking a massive gamble that there aren't more predators like the Typhon. In the history of the universe, humans have only recently become self-aware. Yet you're going to kick the door open on a much wider and older cosmic ecology. One that feeds on consciousness. These are shark-infested waters. Alex believes we can be the bigger shark. But what if we're just poor swimmers, and now there's blood in the water?
Scanning target. No Typhon material detected.
Hello.
To blow up the station, we need to get all the way down to the reactor. And then back up to the bridge. This is going to take some travel time. Whoops, didn't mean to hit that. I don't have a reason to hack the turrets because I don't have any Typhon powers.
Silence. I can perceive.
Ready to scan. Typhon contaminant found. Attitude adjustment required. Requesting new operator. TranStar Pyramid 490 medical class operator ready to deploy. Please stand clear of aperture. Obstruction detected. Please clear aperture of debris.
Damn poltergeists.
Diagnosing superficial injuries. Nothing a portable medical kit can handle. Only take a moment. Good as new. Don't forget to complete a
Turret's gone.
Your feedback will be invaluable.
Ghost must have destroyed it. We could pay a visit to Sarah. After saving Sarah and the others from Dahl, they moved to the oxygen room in order to ensure that it stays on.
If I had any doubt that the escape pod failures were an accident.
Here's Kevin Haig. Tamiko.
If we are trapped here, we will take them with us.
Ranny. She was mind controlled in the greenhouse. Sarah Elazar. Austin Cool.
When I catch the commander, my pistol and him are gonna have words. I heard you got Tamika, Chief Ilyushin. Guess nothing bars the way when it's someone you care about, huh?
When we get out of this, I'll make sure the good commander and Transtar answer for this.
Well, there's an engineering robot, but it's over there.
Hello. Good to see you again, Dr. Yu. Diagnosing. All right. You can fill out a service questionnaire at the front desk.
We can't go outside. All the airlocks will be blocked.
Repairs needed.
But do you really want to fly around out there with that thing? Almost there. From here, we could just jump. Now we can insert the arming keys. Since we fixed the grav shaft, we can just take that back up. Both quests are now waiting for their terminal in the bridge.
Please contact a qualified engineer. Hello. Good to see you again, Dr. Yu.
Hitting the null wave one, the game will just end right there. You don't have to worry about getting off the station. The ramp is out. Going with the self-destruct, we'll have a timer before it actually blows up. We could go down with the station as January intends. To survive, we can use Alex's escape pod, which is much closer to the bridge, or go all the way to the shuttle. I'll go with the shuttle because we can get some more dialogue. We can talk to some people on the shuttle during the final minutes. I have to go bottom to top. The reactor's at the bottom. The Arboretum's at the top.
Attention. Station leadership has issued an alert. All personnel should report to muster stations immediately and await further instructions.
Microgravity detected. Scanning target. No alien material detected.
Inspecting. Your suit's leaking. I'll patch that for you. Definitely. Moving.
Morgan, I don't know if you've seen, but there is alien matter ripping through the hull. You have to move. Боже мой. Every window in this station. It's engulfing the place. It's everywhere.
I'm working on it. You just worry about getting to the shuttle. You might want to tell Aaron as well. He's still in psychotronics for some reason.
Morgan, Igwe, what's the update on our patient?
Commander Dahl is making a speedy recovery, and we are making our way to the shuttle bay. I've informed him of the threat to the station, and...
Fine. Morgan, I'll meet you in the shuttle bay.
There's the null wave panel. We're not going to use that one. And if you want to use that one, you'll have to destroy January if you haven't already, because January wants to blow up the station, so it locks the null wave terminal. But we're going with the self-destruct.
Who? What am I talking to?
My name is January 2035. There are many operators aboard Talos 1, but none of them are like me.
Nonsense. You're a machine. No conceived one. Morgan would never. You tricked him. Who programmed you?
I represent the desires of Morgan Yu. Circa January 12th, 2035. Your brother created me to ensure his objectives would meet with success, and that yours would fail.
Mine? There's no difference between what I want and what Morgan wants. Not the real Morgan.
You believe his present disposition is illegitimate because it might be rooted in the personality drift users experience when subjected to heavy neuromod cycling. But why believe that? It's conceivable Morgan might have reached similar conclusions, but for different reasons. Can you determine how much the drift imposed on his thinking? I cannot.
Oh, I've determined one thing.
What is that?
You don't know the difference between a bug and a feature. I'm surprised that you primed the arming case. Perhaps you see that as a precaution, but I assure you it won't be necessary. The no-wave device will work. It should only take a few seconds for a signal to propagate through the coral and lobotomize every Typhon on Talos 1, including the big one outside. The rest of us should get away with a mild headache. I'll let you do the honors, but you better hurry.
Warning, reactor detonation imminent. Please evacuate Talos 1.
I wish there was something I could have said to snap you out of this. Fugue. It's my fault. I gambled too much. And the worst part? It isn't losing the station or the tech. It's you. I lost my brother. That is a mistake I will never recover from.
Warning, reactor detonation imminent. Please evacuate Talos 1.
The shuttle is ready to go, Morgan. I'll wait a few minutes before detonation, but then I'm gone. You're on your own after that.
There's nothing left to talk about. If you have some means of escape, you may as well go. I won't be leaving. Everything I cared about died a long time ago, it seems. Good luck with your new life.
Warning, reactor detonation imminent. Please evacuate Talos 1.
Well, time to go.
Microgravity detected.
So if you want to use this pod, you could just float up there. But we're going to the shuttle bay.
Warning, reactor detonation imminent. Please evacuate Talos 1.
Lock submitted.
Warning, reactor detonation
See, the
imminent.
self-destruct is a
Please
bit more
evacuate
exciting.
Talos 1.
Because now we have a timer to get out of here.
Scanning target, no typhon material detected.
Not even bother with these guys.
Warning, reactor detonation imminent. Please evacuate Talos 1.
Cargo hold 21, cabin 6.
Боже мой, please, take your seat.
You made it. Look, I know what happened. You aren't solely to blame. You helped me and my officers when we needed it. I'll be sure to let Earthside know what you did to help us in the cargo bay.
1.
I didn't come all this way to die now, Morgan. Put your ass in that seat.
I thought they wasn't gonna let me in at first, on account of this volunteer get-up. Ha! Thanks again for letting me out. I won't forget it. You are a real decent human being, Morgan, you.
Now come the fireworks. I hope there'll be enough. You know, I thought you had left the station because of what happened between us. And that I had lied to you about my condition. I was angry with you. And myself. But I'm glad you are here with me now. And I like who you have become. You have my father's strength.
Talos 1.
Dr. Yu, Morgan, it was an honor to work with you on Talos. And your brother. And thank you for retrieving Leitner's remains. Maya always loved the sound of his playing. I couldn't let it die with the station. His was a rare gift, and his skill should be shared. Not only with me, but with others.
Reactor detonation.
Are you waiting
What
for an invitation?
are we waiting for?
Evacuate Talos 1.
I was just getting the dialogue off of you guys before we
You hear
go.
that, Mom? You were right. But it was my decision.
Okay, let's go.
Warning, reactor detonation.
Ready or
imminent.
not, starting debark operations. Pre-flight check is who gives a shit. Hang on to your seat. This will be a rough ride.
I keep having this dream.
It's finished. How did it do?
Activation of the mirror neurons is promising. Empathy quotient shows to be exceptionally high.
It probably thinks it was dreaming, and nothing mattered.
You're assuming it thinks like us.
Its life depends on it. Ours too. It all comes down to the choices it made.
It saved me from the cargo container. I would have suffocated otherwise. And later, it recovered the Leitner connectomes. They were of no practical use, except that they were deeply meaningful to me. It's remarkable that it never installed a single Typhon-based neuromod. In my view, this demonstrates a strong identification with us, but its most surprising act was sparing Dahl. While perhaps for purely selfish reasons, this, at least in principle, enabled others to escape Talos 1.
Michaela.
I would have died without my medication. That wasn't easy. That says a lot, I think, about its heart. Can I say that it has a heart? It also found my father's records. And then, I did not expect this, but it let me listen to them. Despite the self-incriminating content, it was willing to make itself vulnerable. Then, there was a man in psychotronics, Ingram.
Would you let it live?
Yes.
Sarah, you're next.
The situation in the cargo bay was bad. None of us would have survived without its help. And it destroyed a large number of Typhon across the station. That has to be a good sign. Further, it thwarted Dahl's attempt to use us as hostages. If it were one of my officers, I would give it a commendation.
Danielle, what do you say?
It found me. It didn't need to, but it did. I asked it to stop Volunteer 37. That was dangerous. No way to be sure, but I think it has a sense of retribution. There were a lot of humans controlled by the Typhon that it could have harmed. Seems like it went out of its way to avoid that. I think it's worth the risk.
In the end, it chose to destroy Talos 1. Why? To protect Earth? We can't really know what its motives were for anything it did.
But we had to make a choice. You can hear us, can't you? Here. I want to show you something. What you experienced was a reconstruction based on Morgan's memories. This is the world today. We spent years trying to put what you can do into us. We never tried putting what we can do into you. Until now. You're the bridge between our species. I need to know if you see us. I mean, really see us. Take my hand if you do. We're gonna shake things up, like old times.
That is it for Prey 2017. We're back here because I am going to show an alternate end for the game. But first, we'll look at a side quest that I totally missed back in the weapons lab. Could have done this the very first time I came here. This big door on the floor. I could have fired through this little hole here to hit that button down there to open it. Alternately, fixing this panel will open it. It says moon door. That's the big door. This allows us to pick up the satellite psychotronic transistor. Then there's some other stuff down here. There will be a random chip here. Unfortunately for me, in this particular run, it was the battery optimizer. So most chips have random locations. You'll probably have a different chip there, and you'll find this one somewhere else. But of all the chips that I could have missed, I had to miss this one. Increases the battery life of the flashlight. I would have liked to have had that for most of the campaign, so it's a bit late now. As for this thing, when you pick it up, January will eventually give you a side quest telling you to go attach it to the satellite floating around outside. I think that occurs when you run into the next nightmare, but we don't have to wait for that. We could just go do it.
Microgravity detected.
Military robots are fighting the Typhon out here. Now we need to find the little satellite floating around out here. It should be marked if you had the quest, otherwise you'll have to find it yourself. You may have noticed it before when you were flying around out here, but you would not have been able to do anything with it before picking up the item. It's this thing with the blue light on it.
Interesting. That satellite was related to a project dealing with the psychotronic signaling. I'll keep digging. It might be useful to us.
Now what that will do is give us the ability to repel nightmares. So instead of killing them or waiting out the timer, you can repel them, which I think is the same as running out the timer. It just makes it happen right away. But I just kill them all anyway, so it wouldn't really have mattered to me. Now what I'm going to do is switch over to my other campaign. So this is the one that I've recorded for all the videos. After I recorded the game, I made a new game plus, so that's on campaign 2, and I'm going to load it. On New Game Plus, you inherit all the neuromods that you had from the previous. So when I started the game up, I already had all the human skills. And then I just started working Typhon. So on this run, I played around with all the Typhon stuff. I rolled a female. Didn't change much other than the fact that January's voice is female and Morgan in any videos and audio logs is female. I turned on the survival mode options. The oxygen meter means almost nothing. If you're in an area without oxygen and your suit is damaged, you'll have a limited time. But if it runs out, you just repair your suit to 100 and it goes away. Weapon durability, you can see I have an integrity percentage on these. When that gets low, they'll start to jam, but you just fix them with a spare part. Doesn't mean much. The one that was the most annoying are the trauma debuffs. You'll have to use either one of the operators to get the debuff off or an item. And you'll be able to find blueprints to craft these items. So I got brain pills. It will remove concussion. Coagulating gel removes hemorrhage. Derma web, burn. And there is another one for fracture. Like broken bone. I don't think I ever found the blueprint for that one, assuming there even is one. You see, I have an abundance of these because I had the blueprints for them, so I made a bunch. But there's another one for bone fracture. What I also did on this run is I killed everyone. So if you look at humans killed over here, you have 40. I tried to kill everyone I possibly could. For the mind controls, that means they need to be freed first, and then kill them afterwards. So you don't want to explode or kill them while mind controlled. You need to free them with the stun gun or mind jack to free them from the mind control first. It'll say they're unconscious, then you kill them. You got to kill everyone yourself. I don't know if 40 is the maximum or not, but that is what I came out to. So right now, we're all the way up to the end at the final terminal, and I have killed everyone that I could on this station, unless I missed someone. I did do people's quests first, so I did some of their quests, and then I would turn around and shoot them afterwards. And we'll see what that gets us. Also going to hit the null wave, which is why I'm right here in front of it.
What is a neuromod? Well, it's both an easy answer and a complicated one at the same time. It is the future, today. More importantly, our past, today. This is the work TranStar does. Every employee working together. It's immortality, and it is beautiful. It's finished. How did it do?
Activation of the mirror neurons was not promising. Empathy quotient shows to be almost non-existent.
It probably thinks it was dreaming, and nothing mattered.
You're assuming it thinks like us.
Its life depends on it. Ours too. It all comes down to the choices it made.
There's no question that every test, every juncture, it showed little to no identification with the crew or their suffering.
What are we going to do?
We failed. This isn't the one.
Start